Whereas in Article 101, Sub-Article 1 of the Constitution of Uganda mandates His Excellency the President at the beginning of each session of Parliament to deliver to Parliament an address of the State of Nation. Aware that His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda has, in accordance with the Article 101, Sub-Article 1, indicated to the Speaker of Parliament his intention to address Parliament on the State of Nation on 5th January 2025. Now, therefore, in accordance with Rule 18.1 of the Rules of Procedure, hereby proclaim that 1. Parliament shall sit at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds on 5th June 2025 at 14 hours to receive the address of His Excellency the President of Republic of Uganda on the State of Nation, and the Kololo Ceremonial Grounds to be the precincts of Parliament for the above mentioned purpose, given under my hand at Parliament House, Kampala, on 5th day of June 2025.
Item number 4, communication from the Chair.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, accompanied by the First Lady and the Minister of Education and Sports, Mama Janet Kataha Museveni, Her Excellency, the Vice President, Major Retired Jessica Alupo Epel, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament of Uganda, His Lordship, Honorable Deputy Chief Justice, Dr. Flavian Zeija, who is also here to represent the Chief Justice, the Honorable Visiting Speakers and Presiding Officers of Parliaments of Africa, and their representatives. We have the Right Honorable Alban Kingford Sumana Bangbin, the Speaker of Parliament of Ghana and the Chairperson of the Conference of Speakers of African Union Legislatures, COSPAL. Right Honorable, just raise up and wave to us. The Right Honorable Vital Kamerhe, the President of the National Assembly of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Join me in welcoming our guests. The Right Honorable Lucas Sinibo Moha, the Chairperson of the National Council of Parliament of Namibia. You're most welcome. The Right Honorable Joseph Intakrotinimana, the Speaker of the East African Legislative Assembly. You're welcome. The Right Honorable Jaffa Amson Kingi, the Speaker of the Senate of Kenya. You're welcome. The Right Honorable Pamena, the Deputy Speaker of the Transitional National Legislature of South Sudan. You're welcome. The Right Honorable Prime Minister and Leader of Government Business in Uganda, the Right Honorable Nabanja. The Right Honorable Matthew Nyuma, the Majority Leader and Leader of Government Business of the National Assembly of Sierra Leone, and a member of the Bureau of the Organization of African, Caribbean, and Pacific States, the European Union, that is OACP, yes, EU, all the Deputy Prime Ministers of Uganda, the Vice Chairperson of the National Resistance Movement, that is Alhaji Moses Chigongo, all the members of the Central Executive Committee of the National Resistance Movement, the Honorable Leader of Opposition in Parliament, Honorable Senyonyi Joel, Cabinet Ministers and Ministers of State, Your Excellencies, the heads of diplomatic mission, High Commissioners, Ambassadors and members of Diplomatic Corps, Honorable members of Parliament of Uganda and members of the East African Legislative Assembly, Honorable Clifford Ande, Member of Parliament of Shiselish and Member of the Bureau of OSC CPS EU, the guest members from other legislatures, the Secretary General of the National Resistance Movement, Honorable Richard Todong, the distinguished former leaders, notably Right Honorable Amama Mbabasi, I've seen, and others, the traditional, cultural, and religious leaders that are present here, the permanent secretaries, the heads of public agencies, corporations, and parastatals, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to this inaugural sitting of the 5th session of the 11th Parliament of Uganda. Today marks the beginning of the final year of the 11th Parliament. I will state without any fear of contradiction that this Parliament has been the epitome of the people-centered legislature. I want to commend His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, for his unwavering support to the legislature. And I also want to commend all of you, members, for living up to your role and responsibility. Thank you so much. In a special way, I take this opportunity to appreciate all the speakers and presiding officers of sister parliaments and legislatures in Africa that have honored our invitation. Thank you so much for your solidarity and for loving Uganda. You are most welcome to Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. Honorable members, it's a command of the 1995 Constitution of Republic of Uganda under Article 101, Sub-Article 1, that the President shall, at the beginning of each session of Parliament, deliver to Parliament an address to the State of Nation. Therefore, today the House and indeed the nation will receive the presidential address on the state of nation. Unless circumstances dictate, this will be the final state of nation address that the 11th Parliament will receive from His Excellency the President. Especially that, considering that by this time next year, the 12th Parliament will be in session. Basing on that, it is a historic opportunity for all patriots and the people of goodwill to reflect on our collective achievements as a nation and take stock of the prevailing challenges and opportunities for a sustained growth of our beloved nation, Uganda. Your Excellency and honorable members, during the previous session, Parliament's performance was generally outstanding and was characterized by greater responsiveness, efficiency, and effectiveness. To this end, Parliament of Uganda held 75 sittings, during which 2 oaths were administered to new members of Parliament. That is Honorable Akifensa Grace Ngabirano and Honorable Luimbasi Elias Nalukola. 35 bills were passed, 3 petitions were concluded, 45 resolutions were passed, and 53 reports were adopted. I take this opportunity to commend the members of Parliament and all the entities that took time and contributed to the passing of the following laws: the Appropriation Bill 2024, the Higher Education Students Financing Amendment Bill 2024, the National Commission for UNESCO Amendment Bill 2024, the National Information Technology Authority Uganda Amendment Bill 2024, the Cotton Development Bill Amendment Bill 2024, the Dairy Industry Amendment Bill 2024, the National Agricultural Advisory Services Amendment Bill 2024, the National Forestry and Tree Planting Amendment Bill 2024, the National Arbitration and Conciliation Amendment Bill 2024, the National Coffee Amendment Bill 2024, the Uganda National Roads Authority Repeal Bill 2024, the Uganda Road Fund Amendment Bill 2024, the Public Enterprise Reform and Divestiture Amendment Bill 2024, the Tier 4 Institutions and Moneylenders Amendment Bill 2024, the Non-Performing Assets Recovery Trust Repeal Bill 2024, the Technical and Vocational Education Technical Bill, Training Bill 2024, the National Sports Amendment Bill 2024, the Occupational Safety and Health Amendment Bill 2023, the Employment Amendment Bill 2023, the Exercise Duty Amendment Bill 2025, Bill 2025, the Public Service Pension Fund 2024, the East African Community Mediation Agreement Bill 2024, the Sugar Amendment Bill 2023, the Value Added Tax Amendment Bill 2025, the Exercise Duty Amendment Bill number 2 2025, the Tax Procedure Code Amendment Bill 2025, the Income Tax Amendment Bill number 2 2025, the External Trade Amendment Bill 2025, the Stamp Duty Amendment Bill 2025, the Hides and Skins Export Duty Amendment Bill 2025, the Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2025, the Appropriation Bill 2025, the Political Parties and Organizations Amendment Bill 2025, the Uganda People's Defense Forces Amendment Bill 2025. Your Excellency, Parliament of Uganda recognizes the importance of greater efficiency and effectiveness of public service as a cornerstone of service delivery and an instrument of the realization of our national development aspirations. To this end, among the bills passed during the 4th session are those that seek to reform the pension management in both the public service and military, and those that seek to enhance the growth and development of the private sector. Fellow Ugandans, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on 9th January 2025, Parliament approved the 4th National Development Plan, NDP4, for the years 2025, 2026, 2029, 2030. This plan is our national blueprint for transformation and sustainable development of our country. The budget speech that we shall receive on 12th June 2025 is aligned to this national development plan. I take the cognizance of the contribution of all stakeholders in the formulation and realization of this plan. Your Excellency, after my communication, and if it does please you, Your Excellency, I will request that before you commence on your address to Parliament and by extension to the nation, you symbolically unveil the NDP4, a document that will be a precursor to the budget speech, which will be held on 12th June 2025. Your Excellency, in line with our vision of being a people-centered parliament, during the 4th session, the Parliament of Uganda held its first ever regional sitting at Kaunda Grounds in Gulu City. That is northern Uganda, from 28th to 30th August 2024. During this sitting, issues specific to the region were deliberated upon, and a series of community outreach and civic engagement were conducted. Your Excellency, we take this opportunity to thank you for gracing the opening of that historic sitting which took place in Gulu City. The legislature will continue to place the common person at the center of all its parliamentary processes and decisions. We are optimistic that in the near future, Parliament will hold another regional sitting that will cover other regions of the country. In a bid to foster Pan-Africanism and international collaboration with other legislatures and interparliamentary bodies, we continued to further interparliamentary diplomacy through active participation and membership in various interparliamentary bodies, such as the East African Community Bureau of Speakers, the Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers of the African Union Legislatures, that's COSPAL, the Interparliamentary Union, IPU, the Pan-African Parliament, PAP, the European Union, Africa, Caribbean, and Pacific, EU, ACP, Group, and the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, CPA, to mention but a few. Your Excellency, the impressive representation of our sister legislatures at this State of Nation address is a testimony of our good standing among the international community of nations. I take this opportunity to once again welcome our guest speakers and presiding officers and thank them for traveling from far and wide to witness this historic occasion. You're most welcome. Join me in welcoming our guests. Your Excellency and honorable members, I take this opportunity to thank you for your role in enabling the remarkable output registered by legislature during the 4th session. I will reiterate my appreciation for the consistent support of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Your Excellency, the 11th Parliament draws inspiration of your effective and impactful leadership as a key enabler and a societal transformation. We undertake that the 5th session that you'll open today will remain steadfast in effectively executing its mandate in furtherance to the National Vision 2040 that aims in transforming Uganda in modern and a prosperous nation within the 30 years. Your Excellency and honorable members, as you may be aware that Article 83, Sub-Article A of the 1995 Constitution permits members of Parliament to leave and join political parties or political organizations of their choice within 12 months before the end of term of Parliament, to participate in activities or programs of political parties or political organizations relating to the general election. To this end, I am in receipt of notification by the following members opting to join respective political parties. Honorable Twaha Kagabo, MP Bukoto South, from the National Unity Platform to the National Resistance Movement. Honorable Akol Anthony, MP Clark North, from the Forum for Democratic Change to the National Resistance Movement. Honorable Jarama Pendusi Martin, from Baradegi Laibi, from the Independent Opposition Leaning to the National Resistance Movement. Honorable Ongetho Emmanuel, from Jonam County from Forum for Democratic Change to the National Resistance Movement. Honorable Mpuga Mathias Nyendo Mukungwe, from the National Unity Platform to the Democratic Front. Honorable Dr. Abedi Bwanika, MP Kimanya Kabonera, from National Unity Platform to the Democratic Front. Honorable Kakembo Michael, MP Entebbe Municipality, from the National Unity Platform to the Democratic Front. Honorable Kakandi Juliet Nakabuye, City Woman MP Masaka, from the National Unity Platform to the Democratic Front. We wish the members well in the exercise of their freedom of association as prescribed in Article 29 of the Constitution of Uganda, which we swore to uphold. Your Excellency and honorable members, despite the remarkable strikes that we have made, the 4th session was not without any challenges. We regrettably lost 2 sitting members of Parliament in the person of Honorable Sarah Mateke, woman member of Parliament of Kisoro, and Honorable Mohammed Segrinya, MP Kawempe North. We continue to pray for internal repose of their souls. Pursuant to Article 94(4)(a) of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, 1995, and Rule 26(1) of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament of Uganda, Legislature will continue to prioritize government business. We look forward with optimism to government legislative agenda for the fifth session and other plans that may be contained in today's presidential address of nation. I say all this for God and my country. Your Excellency, as I had earlier on stated in my communication, I will now take this singular honor and privilege to invite you to unveil the National Development Plan 4. Your Excellency, you'll be joined by my good self and the Deputy Speaker, the Ministers of Finance, to perform this activity.
you.
Item number 5, invitation by the Right Honourable Speaker to His Excellency the President to deliver to Parliament an address on the state of the nation in accordance with Article 1011 of the Constitution.
Your Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, it is your mandate under Article 101, Sub-Article 1 of the Constitution at the beginning of each session of Parliament to deliver to Parliament your address on the state of nation. Honorable members, as we welcome the President to deliver his address on the state of nation, we draw your attention to Rule 10 of the Rules of Procedure, which provide in Sub-Rule 4A that the President, while occupying the chair of a state, may make a presidential statement which shall be heard in silence and not followed by any comment or question. I now take the singular honor and privilege to invite you, Your Excellency, to address the august House and the nation by extension. You are most welcome, Mr. President.